Euclid class. Do not play. You should have listened to the warnings.
On the 29th track, SCP-043 does not produce music. The record stops, and in the silence, something on the disc begins to breathe. SCP-043 appears to be a vinyl copy of the Beatles' White Album, filed and sleeved like an ordinary record.
The Foundation can describe the object, but not explain why such a familiar package hides an impossible playback. Closer inspection reveals the crucial impossibility. SCP-043 has no grooves anywhere on the disc.
The physical basis of recorded sound is missing. Yet, the album still plays as if the music were cut into the vinyl. The anomaly is not tied to a correct cue point. SCP-043 plays from beginning to end, no matter where the needle is dropped, ignoring the track geometry that should govern every ordinary record. Special containment procedures assign SCP-043 no dedicated cell or heavy restriction. Even so, the record is kept in a testing room with a turntable maintained beside it. So every examination begins under controlled conditions. Up to the 28th track, SCP-043 behaves like a perfect pressing. The break comes only when the record reaches the slot where Revolution 9 should begin. At that boundary, the disc does not glide into the next song. SCP-043 stops spinning outright, replacing motion with a stillness that feels deliberate. From the motionless platter comes faint breathing, quiet but unmistakable. The sound keeps every observer leaning toward a record that should already have nothing left to give. At times, the breathing gives way to a male voice. The speaker arrives only after the record has gone still, tying a human cadence to an object with no visible mouth, throat, or mechanism. The entity answers direct questions, turning a playback test into a controlled interview. SCP-043 is, therefore, not only anomalous media, but an object willing to participate in conversation. Its answers show profound knowledge of the music industry, musical theory, and obscure trivia about bands and artists. The voice speaks like a catalog of expertise far larger than the album that carries it. That willingness has clear limits.
The entity refuses questions about the Beatles and refuses to give any personal details, preserving its central mystery even while it answers almost everything else.
Inside the jacket, Foundation staff discovered a small handwritten note. It is the only physical clue packaged with the record, and it deepens the question of who arranged this object to exist. Followed by a simple XXE, it implies a private gift or dedication, but the file supplies no evidence strong enough to identify either writer or recipient. SCP-043 remains classified safe, requires no special containment beyond controlled testing, and is kept with a turntable ready in a room. Even so, a grooveless record that breathes, speaks, and declines its own history remains only partially understood.